College 101. In today's class, we will be discussing a math equation that we often get incorrect. So, who here can answer this question? Does a college major plus a good GPA equal a great job with benefits? And I apologize, class, you cannot see the writing on the whiteboard. We are having budget cuts. Let me grab my mini whiteboard. Does a college major plus good grades, good GPA, equal a great job with benefits? Any takers? Ooh, me. You in the front with the black mask. Yes, it does. A company will not hire you solely based on your college major and your GPA. There are so many other things that go into that equation. And before you attack me, I know that there are certain jobs that require a specific major, such as engineering or computer science. So aside from those few jobs that require the specific degree, I am here to tell you that when it comes to your job search and your career aspirations, your college major does not matter. So instead of spending so much time trying to figure out which major to pick, I am going to share with you what we should be focusing on. Stop worrying about the major and start pursuing experiences. That's what employers are looking for. They're looking for experience. And this doesn't mean you have to go out and get a full-time job. I know the frustration that comes with everybody wants experience, but nobody wants to hire me because I don't have the experience. So how do I get the experience? And it's a whole cycle. But you don't need to get hired full-time to gain experience. You can do this by volunteer work, by doing a part-time job, by doing some observation hours. And I know right now in this online world, this may be a little bit difficult, but there are still ways to go about it. It doesn't hurt to ask. Send an email and say, hey, I'm interested in the specific industry and I'm wondering if I can gain some experience. Is there any volunteer work that you have available for me virtually? And who knows, you never know. They may end up saying, oh, I actually am looking for a part-time remote worker. You never know. Quick little story. I've always loved animals. And so there's this little local company here in Hawaii that makes dog treats. And I was like, okay, I have Saturdays free. It doesn't hurt to ask. So I went up to the owner and I said, hey, I'm available on Saturdays. If you ever need additional help, I'm here. Let me know. So by me just going up to her and just offering my time, she then called me the next week and said, I'm actually looking to hire employees. So now, if I ever want to transition from education into the pet world, I will have some experience on my resume. And it all started with just a question. So just go ahead and ask. And even if you can't find a volunteer work or a job in the specific industry that you want, that's okay. Get experience because there's something called transferable skills. So for instance, let's say you are helping your family business and you are working selling face masks. You guys have started this new business and now you are working with customers, you're posting on social media, and let's say your dream job is to be a human resource manager. So when you want to get into that field, you can use the specific skills that you learn, such as customer service, marketing, interpersonal skills, working with customers, and you can show how you would be a great asset to this company as an HR manager because you've gained those skills. You just have to be able to sell how what you did here transfers over to what you want to do. This leads me to my second point, soft skills. Employers really value employees who can showcase soft skills. Soft skills are non-technical skills that relate to how you work. So this could be how you interact with people, how you solve problems, how you manage your work. So during this time while you're in college, this is your time to really master your soft skills. I mean, you already have, I'm assuming, a set of soft skills in your toolbox because we interact with people on a daily basis, whether it's your classmates, your teachers, or friends. But to truly master it, that takes intentionality. So one way to do this is, let's say you are doing a virtual group project. And instead of complaining to your friends about how your group project members aren't doing the work and you're doing everything, you can You can look at this as an opportunity to grow problem-solving skills and communication skills. So you can reach out to the group members that aren't doing the work and figure out a way to effectively communicate and say, hey, pick up the slack. And also, instead of just complaining what the problem is, figure out a solution. So instead of saying, oh, you guys are lazy, you guys aren't doing anything, maybe you could say, it seems like we are having difficulty staying on track. Maybe we need to have a dedicated time to work on this together via Google Docs. And now you have an example when your employer interviews you and says, tell me about a time you dealt with somebody who is difficult, or tell me about a time you solved a problem. So look at college through the lens of, how can I master my interpersonal skills? How can I master empathy? How can I master my communication skills? Because you are going to use soft skills for the rest of your life, not only in just your job, but with your relationships, with your family. Maybe one day you'll be a business owner, and soft skills are crucial to running an effective business. At least I think. I'm not a business owner, but that I would think. Another thing that your major cannot teach you is work ethic. And this is something that employers truly value, is work ethic. They want to make sure that, excuse my language, but you're not going to half-ass projects, that you are going to give it 110%, that you are going to show up to work every single day and give it your best effort. And a major in biology doesn't really explain that. So you probably will be asked in a job interview, tell me about a time that you went above and beyond. And this is your time to showcase your work ethic, that you have an attitude of determination and dedication towards your job. If you have a strong work ethic, you believe in the importance of your job and showing up every single day and putting your best foot forward. So in college, my major didn't necessarily teach me work ethic, but what did was being a dishwasher. I was a dishwasher behind a little quickie mart on my campus, and did I like it? Did I like washing dishes? No, but I showed up every single day. Did I show up with a smile? Heck yes I did, because it showcases my work ethic. And were those dishes clean? Yes, they were. There was not a spot of dust on them. Because I believe that when you say you're going to do something, you're going to give it your 110%. If you don't plan on giving it your all, then don't sign up for it. Don't do it. So employers really want to know, can I depend on you? Do you have a strong work ethic? If so, show me how. How can I trust that you will do the job I have set before you? Last but not least, you should definitely 100% be focusing on building connections. You've heard it many, many times, I'm sure, but it's not what you know, it's who you know. I agree that there are those cases that you don't always need to know somebody to get your foot in the door, but it doesn't hurt you to build a network, build a tribe. I 100% believe that the more time you spend building your network by developing relationships with professors, with your classmates, with mentors, you are more likely to have job opportunities regardless of what your major is. I 100% believe that. You may have a 4.0 GPA and you majored in allied health, but if you don't have somebody to speak on your behalf as a reference or provide you with a letter of recommendation, will you get that job? I don't know. This is your time to build your tribe of supporters. When I went to college, my mom wasn't really aware of all the different majors. You know, she knew lawyer, she knew doctor, and that's pretty much it. So if you weren't doing that, then were you going to be successful after college? And it was really important for her because, you know, she worked really hard to help put me through school and also be able to be a co-signer for loans. And so it was really important for her that I would be able to find a job after college. But I had to explain to her that I can still find a job if I'm majoring in psychology, communications, or liberal studies, and whichever major I chose, I wanted to let her know that I was still going to be successful and that I wasn't going to let her hard work go to waste. I know everything she sacrificed for me, as I'm sure your parents have sacrificed so much for you to be able to get this education, and you're not going to let them down. But your college major, it doesn't determine whether you're successful or not. It's up to you to make that choice. It's up to you to put in the work. Alright class, well I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I hope that you now know that the previous equation was indeed incorrect. To get a good job after college with great benefits, the right equation is major plus experiences plus skills plus work ethic plus networking. That equals a great job with great benefits. So as you can see, your major is a small part of that equation. But I do believe that you indeed can get a great job after college with great benefits. So class, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and I'll see you next week for next week's lesson.